There we go. How you been, Jude?
Good, man. Good. Just getting shit done.
Yep.
How
Well,
you
that's
been?
how it works. You have to hustle, right?
Yeah, man. You got to keep that hustle going.
Yes, sir. That's for sure. I'm going to get a emergency repair coming in tomorrow. So,
Oh yeah, what you got going on?
05, 02 F350 rear end problems.
Oh yeah, you gonna rebuild the rear end or?
Well, what he was telling me, I think you wore the, hey, Tim Webb, how are you?
Hey, what's
I'm
up, Tim?
Leeser.
What's up? Yeah, I'm Lizer or Leeser. Lizer. I always say Lizer. I'm not sure how you say that.
Frosty.
What's up, Frosty?
Um, well, actually, he bought a used rear end to fix his truck up,
Oh, you
and
just drop one out and put one in?
well, he already did that a couple weeks ago, and
All
then
right.
one of the bolts backed off that hold the yoke in place on the uh,
On the
uh,
U joint?
yeah. So, but it ruined the end there that sits on. Oh, how you call that? The shaft that goes into the rear end with the pinion.
The pinion seal?
Yeah, the yoke that sits right there on the pinion.
Yeah.
He ruined that, so he pulled it off. He puts his old one on there and then goes full ugga duggan on it. So I think that's what happened. So I think the bearings on the pinion were too tight and just basically ruined it.
See, that's why they have specs for those, man.
Right.
He probably, like you said, ugga dugga it, man. He didn't. Those things those are very sensitive.
Yep. Yeah.
He,
As
he
soon as he
probably,
was telling me, he's like, man, that rear end's been doing great. Now all of a sudden I got flakes and whatnot, and in the oil on my rear end. And I said, uh oh. So then
yeah,
he
that's
told me
not
what
good.
happened. And I said, well, I think you over tighten it and you basically crush your bearings.
Yeah.
Hey, Bill, how are you?
Appreciate that, Bill. Thank you. I'd probably add Cass to that list, but yeah, Cass was a good tech too, man. Did the yoke back off the pinion nut? Well, I think he's bringing it tomorrow. He'll see all that tomorrow.
Yeah, I think you over tighten it, Frosty. So I think that's what's going on. But that happened on Friday when that all went down. That happened on Friday. So he hasn't really drove it anymore since. So I think it'll be okay. Yeah, yeah.
Let me get you a tech stock and shop and what do you call that? Algorithm movement.
Yep, that's right, Frosty. Yeah, got a haircut Tuesday, and well, I don't know. My hair is getting pretty long, so
That went Tuesday. Yeah, I got mine on Tuesday.
what up, Boo?
Oh, that was loud. What's up, Theo? How you doing? Jude, how you doing?
Boo, what's good?
Hello, everybody. I got to pop out my comments. YouTube. I don't see anybody. I do that while I'm here. Let's see. Boom.
Yeah, exactly, Frosty.
Yes, sir.
That's me. Like I
I
said,
figured as much.
moving the algorithm. Almost
I'm
the
almost
mullet.
at mullet status.
Dude, I'm almost at faux hawk status. It almost looks like Walter Frederick. How are you?
Walter, how are you? Yeah, you were 100% right.
Hey, Walter. I'm going by what y'all saying. I can't see nobody in chat yet. This thing is taking forever.
Bill
Where
Beck
is
is
Dave? Right, Dave is right underneath you, Frosty, right there. What up, Dave?
Dave's not here.
Hey, Dave.
Dave's not here, man.
You guys remember
Which
that Cheech
one?
and Chong skit? I love Cheech and Chong. They were hilarious.
All good, Dave.
Yeah, say hi to your mom, Dave. Tell her Merry Christmas. So would they bringing it in first thing, Dave, or you got it at the shop already?
Yeah, he's going to bring it in tomorrow at 6 o'clock. So, and trust me, at 6 o'clock, I'm still sleeping, but it'll be here first thing in the morning. Yep.
I got to track down a starter relay for I'm sure they shouldn't be too hard to find. It kind of common, but those it's forget what it's called. It's a motorhome, but let me find it real quick. For
What engine?
a 96 Fleetwood Founder motorhome.
Yeah, what engine does it have? 96, huh?
Yeah,
It's gotta be-
he said-
If it's a gas, or probably has a big block in it. Chevy.
I think it's got a Ford in it, but
Hmm. I'm walking my dog at 6 a.m. Yeah, that's what I thought too, Frosty. 454. They were extremely popular for motorhomes.
yeah, it shouldn't be too hard to find. It's a common little relay.
Yeah, I'm sure if you call the parts, as long as you know what engine it is, as long as you call the parts store, then
Yeah. I got the VIN. The dude called me. He told me it's a starter relay. So I'm like, all right, well, he just has it's you got to lift up the doghouse and lay on your belly and reach in and get it off the firewall. So he's like, oh man, I can't do all that. I'm like, all right, that's cool. I'm like, if that's not what's wrong with it, man, I'm like, I can't guarantee it, but I'll go swap that part out for you. I don't care.
yep. So you staying busy, Jude?
Yeah, it's been relatively last few weeks been real busy. Got a lot of stuff. We were talking the other day. I was telling you. Fortunately, I know it slows up a lot this time of the year, but
Yeah.
a lot of these guys, man, if you're driving, especially the newer ones, man, if you own a Power Stroke, you know you're a lot of people are trying to save money for Christmas presents and go visit people for the holidays. These guys want to get out to the desert and to the they want to make sure their truck's ready to go, and they don't want to pay dealer prices, so they're calling me a lot. We had a 91 pounder 454 with quad jet. My buddy worked on for Gale Bank. Oh, that's cool. I guess some of them did have V10s. I know it's a V10.
Yeah.
You're right about that. Yeah, it is a V10. What you been up to, Boo?
Oh, hurting.
You physically or you like hurt your back?
Physically.
What's going on?
Back, leg, my left hip. I got a blockage right there. Supposed to done had a couple stents. One in that leg, that artery, my left hip, that main artery. I had a couple days in the hospital a while back with doing ultrasounds, some deep ultrasounds. Left artery's blocked like 85-90%. Right artery, they're going to put a stent in that one first, then the left one, because as soon as they unblock that artery, everything from that one's going immediately to the right one. So he's got to have both of them, that one open for the inrush from the other one. So, and it's been bothering me bad since this cold weather been here for 2 weeks, and me working around, in the house, getting the house ready and stuff. It's like I can't hardly walk. I can't hardly move. So I got my Kool-Aid right here, and I got some ice and this Yeti right here. So if I want some Kool-Aid, I don't have to walk to the refrigerator. Put my ice in there, put my Kool-Aid in it. I ain't got to walk because, man, I can't. It freaking hurts.
That sucks, boo.
It
Sorry
sucks
about
a fat one.
When is your procedure?
I'm going to call tomorrow and tell them I want an appointment to so we can get the ball rolling for this stent, put these stents in.
When they do that on the leg, it's called an angiogram, right?
I don't know. It's just stents. They put stents in. I don't think they testing for anything. Isn't the angiogram when they test for something?
They usually go in and they'll go through the artery. They'll pull out any plaque they find and they'll open it up if they have to.
I know he said that as soon as he's going to unblock that artery, everything's going to rush to the right one. That's the way it's made. It branches off right at your somewhere around your abdomen, hip area. That main artery branches off one leg, then the other leg.
It's a one-way check valve, man. It's got a diode in it.
Got a diode in it. There you go. I got a big 5-amp diode in it. I got some of them 1N 5148s around here somewhere. Got some 6-amp diodes. You got the heavy duty one.
That's funny.
I got some Xenia diodes, 150 volts. I forget how many amps or watts or whatever amps it is, but it's pretty good size. They're not physically big, but they electrically big. All right, finally I got the little menu to pop out the chat.
Well, I got PCM coming for that van.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Good. That's perfect. Get that squared away then.
Yep. And I can. Well, and then if we still have to go to the dealer, then drop it off there to do something for the PET system. But I'm pretty sure that's what it is.
I see you got your beanie on. What's the weather like in Indiana?
Today was actually pretty warm.
Was it?
Believe it or not, yesterday. So I don't have this all zipped up, so it's not super cold. It's like, I don't know, 45 for the high.
All right.
Yeah.
What about the Bayou, Boo? What's the weather like down there?
74 right now, I think.
Ooh.
And it's supposed to get cooler next Thursday. The temperature is supposed to drop, get down like 34 or something like that.
Yeah, that's quick. 7 days, 4 days away from going from 74 to 34.
Oh, I've seen that happen. I've seen 80 turn into 28 within 10 hours. That's a big drop there. Big
man,
drop.
Hey, they don't want to hear us talking about cold, man. I was telling them I had the heater on the other day and I'm wearing long sleeves. It's 55 degrees in my front room and everything. 55 degrees and you got the heater on? You damn crazy, Jew. What's wrong with you?
Now I got the chat popped out.
That's our life, Frosty. That's what we deal with.
Yeah, Frosty. Oh, when I was living
our ground.
I live in Tucson.
Our ground here is
I call home and they say, "What you doing?" I said, "Sitting in the living room watching a movie, and I got that damn air conditioner on." They were like, "Wow!" You know, it'd be like snowing down here, not quite, but cold as hell down here. And I'm running the AC in Tucson, Arizona.
Yeah. What were you gonna say, Theo?
Yeah, our ground is already frozen. So
Oh yeah.
Damn. So it's not going to thaw out until the spring thaw, right?
yep.
Frosty,
That means
what's
whenever
up,
it's going to
Mama?
get cool, it's going to stay.
Bill Beckett, Walter.
Did you finish up those axles or those U joints on your 4x4, your truck?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I did that all on the same day. So
That was
I
that
just
video.
figure
Like,
out-
right when
well-
you did it?
what's that?
Did you put the video out a few days after you did it?
No, that was a week or two after, I think.
Oh, okay. So that was just footage that you had that you were editing or whatnot.
Well, I like to, I'm right now on videos. I'm about a month ahead. So, and then when I start getting a little low on my supply, then I start adding again. Yo, mama, how are you?
What's up, Joe Mama?
What's up, your mama? Been collecting questionable change, asking you about. Oh, okay.
I'm talking to you.
See,
bro.
I'm getting ready to tear into this one right here.
All right. What's going on with that one?
That is my old welding truck.
All right.
Now, when I'm talking about old, she is old. 400 some thousand miles on it. 430, I believe.
What's the year model?
99.
That ain't old.
She is old. The engine still runs good. Transmission I rebuilt. It's a ZF6. So I'm gonna
Is that
pull
that
the
one you
engine-
was working on a while back for a long time?
No.
Looks like
Allison
someone
or
saying
something?
that you have some honeydews you promised too.
You had a transmission that was yours on your bench for quite some time, remember? A couple years
Farmer's
ago.
wife, Mrs. Steele, how are you? It's good to see you. I haven't talked to you in a long time. Hope you're doing well.
Hey, Miss Theo.
Yeah, that's been a long time ago, boo. That went to a Chevy. So this is Ford's.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm gonna make out of, because my 07 F350 has got a ZF6 in it as well, and it's got a couple gears where it's starting to be a little hard to shift it into. So I know the synchronizers are fixing to go out. So
Let's see if I can
So I
get
figure
some-
I'm gonna pull this. So I figure I'll pull this transmission and then make out of those two one transmission. So E354. Yep. We'll see how that's going to go, because officially, the 07, if you got a ZF6 and those, to have a bigger input shaft.
Oh yeah. I'm just texting some of the boys to get us some views, get us some more people on. See if they come through.
Yeah, Frosty, the one that I've been working on here the past, early in the beginning of the week, that thing has almost 500,000 miles on it.
Hey, Anthony. M. Lisa. Mark Olson.
What's up, Green Man? There's Anthony. I was just about to text you, Anthony, to tell you to jump on the stream.
Hey, Mark, how are you?
Mark Olson, how are you?
Oh, Anthony always comes by. Anthony.
Mark Olson, good evening. How are you?
Scott Keller said I'm going to convert my Tahoe to a manual in the spring. I miss standard shifting.
Yeah, I'm teaching my boy to drive manual before I teach. Well, I'm going to teach him to drive in a manual.
Yeah.
Anthony, did you make that show?
I know it's much easier to go to an automatic from a standard to automatic than from a automatic to a standard.
No, it's not, because the first thing you do
Really?
is you stomp your foot on the ground for the clutch, and it's not there.
No, I'm talking about the actual mechanic part of it.
Oh, from a driving
Yeah,
standpoint,
I used to do that a lot. I get out my 18 wheeler, which I'd never used a clutch in except for, from a dead stop. Then I'd have my clutch engaged. But anyway, I'd get in my automatic, and my left foot would automatically go for the clutch pedal, and it wasn't there.
Mark,
I got a 5-speed out of the 99 Silverado. And yeah, you never do see any manual transmissions in the 2000 and 99 Suburban or Tahoe or whatever. You don't see standard transmission in them boogers.
That's because the center console is right there.
Yeah. You got a, automatic shift. Either on the steering wheel or right there.
No,
in the center.
automatic shift is on the steering wheel with those, and then you got a giant center console coming through the middle on the Suburban.
Yeah. Yeah, with the cup holders and all that crap and everything. Yeah. Yeah, that's gonna be a big time transformation right there.
But I was going to make a video about that. I would be interested to see if I can get that all to match up. Because if you look up for the clutch packs, those are all the exact same part numbers.
And this might throw Jude for a loop, but it might not throw you for a loop. Suburban Grand Prix. You familiar with that? Anybody out there in the chat? Y'all familiar with a Suburban Grand Prix?
Mm-mm.
No.
Really? Oh, you don't? Wow. Dan, your area, you're part of the country, Theo, mostly. It's a 4-wheel drive. It's got all the trim package on it, the inside oak trim, the real wood trim package with the lights and all that. And the fender flarings.
Man.
And it's 4-wheel drive. And they call them, it's a Suburban Grand Prix. It's the trim package it's got, and it's 4-wheel drive, for up north. I went up north to Minnesota, and that's when I drove and drove my first Suburban Grand Prix. I was up there for 10 days. A girl I was dating bought me a plane ticket up there for my vacation. That was back in 1994, I think. 95, something like that, when I had my radio shop.
Hey, Walter Frederick made a comment. He's right about having a manual transmission is anti-theft.
Yeah.
No one can drive them anymore.
Hey, Frosty, whatever you do with that stick shift out of that Cummins, it's worth a good chunk of money. It don't matter if it's an MV45. It don't matter if it's an MV 4500 or MV 5600. They're both good, worth a good chunk of money.
What's up, David Carlisle?
Hello, David.
Well, that was Ed coming at the old tech guy coming by.
Oh, I just sent him a text, told him we were live. Him, Jehu, and Dale Lucid.
The Denali package? No, they didn't even have Denali's back then. I've never even been inside of a Denali, so I don't know what the trim package is on those things.
I wish you could
pretty
do that
sure
again,
because the Denali's are like what, $50,000.
BSS small engine.
Denali was
Yeah.
Is that Brandon?
Brandon, how are you?
I thought you needed something for all. You're talking about toilet paper sheet. I thought you needed
Toyota and tools. What's it?
And that's got to be some kind of inside joke, but I'm just laughing at the way it was worded.
Oh, it's coming. Trust me. As soon as Dave comes on.
All right. I don't work there anymore, Yoda. I'd imagine they have the same lot. I don't know if it's happening again, but it
Oh, that's going on everywhere down here. We had a big company that had some big 450 Ford 450 vehicles, service trucks or whatever, those big trucks. I don't know, some of them have a bucket on them too, a small bucket. They had 12 trucks got the cats removed one night. All 12 of them, all in one night. 12 catalytic converters. It cost them $90,000. That's what the Ford place said it was going to cost to replace them. $90,000. That's a lot of money.
$18,000 a piece. That's crazy. That can't be right.
11 of them.
Man.
Yeah. That's what the newspaper said.
Wow. That's wild.
And that was in with the what they call that, the Crime Stoppers, the little TV thing segment they got on the news. Like for 3 minutes.
Reporters or whatever.
No, it's called Crime Stoppers. It's a little 3-4 minute segment in the 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock news, whatever. Yeah, they got a black market around here because nobody. When my cat got stole off my Jeep, I called all around. We don't buy catalytic converters. That they said that's somebody that's selling to somebody probably in Lake Charles or Texas. I even called Lake Charles. Y'all buy catalytic converters? Mine got stole. No, we don't. Well, I should have asked them that question in a different type of way, But they were going to tell me no either way. But there's a black market in my area for them because they're getting stole, and people ain't gonna steal them if they can't sell them. One of the work trucks in Home Depot.
Damn.
Maybe spit out there like a rape date. Damn. Pipe goblins. Yeah, in 2 ways, exhaust pipe and the crack pipe.
I remember I was on Roscoe's truck one day, and I don't know if I ever did the video. I was always joking that I was, but he had a kit for sale. It was a cordless or a battery. I'm not sure if it was 12 volts. I think it was 12 volt, maybe 18. I'm not sure, but it was a charging pack, 2 batteries, a flashlight, and a Sawzall. And I was like, dude, I got to do a video on that. Call that like the crackhead special, man, for the people going to steal the catalytic converters.
Yeah, what did Roscoe say about that?
He just started laughing. He's like, man, he's going to do it. I'm like, I don't know if I ever did. If I did, I probably have it somewhere on one of my old phones or this phone somewhere. I got so much stuff that I filmed, and you get sidetracked, and next thing you know, you film 3 things since, and the paintball gun.
Try that with a paintball gun. I seen a video on that, and them things sting too if you ain't got the right clothes on. If you just got a plain T-shirt on or something like that, them paintballs will leave a welt on you.
Yeah. Easy Redneck Light, Milwaukee M12 fuel Sawzall. I don't know. It was on the Snap-on truck. I'm pretty sure it was Snap-on stuff.
Oh, I imagine.
Yeah, that's the one. Frozen paintballs were used. How
damn.
was this? Because I know they started using, because of people freezing the paintballs. A lot of paintballs you get now won't freeze. They started making them so that you with a different kind of paint
The
that won't freeze.
non-freezable.
Put alcohol in the paint.
Yeah.
Mix alcohol in there.
Well, maybe they have the Tide Pod formula, so now you can eat them.
Oh, boy.
Oh my, isn't that stupid, man? What are people doing?
I don't know. Being
I got a
stupid.
meme a while back in an email from some friends of mine, and they do that all the time. Send us that. One of the memes is like Gomer Pyle, under the hood of a car. He was a mechanic in Andy Mayberry before he was a Marine. And it says, I can just do this in Gomer's voice. In the 1960s, we used to have the owner's manual of a car told us how to set the valves. Now on the engine, now they tell us not to drink the battery acid.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I think as a society, either we are becoming dumber or they just think we are, because if I call you, Theo, and you don't answer, instead of just hearing a beep and me saying, hey, what's up, Theo, give me a call back, I have to hear someone saying, at the tone, leave a message. If you're telling me, give me instructions on how to leave a message. I'm like, come on.
Right.
Why do I need instructions on how to leave a message?
Right.
That's for the new people that don't know, I guess.
Man,
I don't have voicemail set up.
I don't know. I don't know if they're more or less, because back in the day, we done some stupid shit too, and if it went sideways, you learned real quick, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So nowadays they don't really learn that quick.
Yeah, give them a fork and tell them not to stick it in a electrical socket, an
Right.
outlet.
They'll do it. Yeah, Goober and Gomer.
Well, go away, Andy.
Man, that was close. Very close.
That was Goober. Gomer was more of the. He had more of the not a raspy, but he wasn't so high pitched. Didn't Gomer get like a spinoff of his own show? Like
Yeah,
he was in the
Gomer
Marines or
Powell,
something?
USMC.
Yeah, United States Marine Corps. That's what it was. Yeah.
But that voice you just did, that was Gomer.
Yeah, that was Gomer.
Goober had the deeper kind of, not raspy, but kind of.
I was when my kid was probably young, 1 or 2, 3, somewhere around there. He started to throw a tantrum and hide. He was hiding at a Kohl's. We were at Kohl's, and I went to go whack him on the butt. And my wife saw. She's like, "Jay, you can't. There's people here." I said, "Man," and I was mad. I said, "I don't care how many damn Democrats are in this store. He's getting it on the ass when I catch him."
Yeah, Goober had a hat. He had one of them Archie comics. I forget who had the hat on in the Archie comics, but he was a hat like that. Rounded, folded up, and had the V notches in it.
So you got any new tools lately, Jude?
I ordered I don't know. I may have left it somewhere because I know I had one, but I just ordered a pivot arm, ball joint, and tie rod removal set. But what else? I picked up a Snap-on the low amp clamp. I had a couple repairs to the Snap-on truck. I bought what's the other thing I got in the box from Snap-on? I have to go out there and look, man. Yeah, I have, but I guess the things I said are the ones I remember. How about yourself?
Huh? I
How much?
went to the dark side. I picked me up a couple Snap-on torque wrenches.
Oh, nice. What kind did you get? The digital ones or?
This is one of them.
Damn, there it is. That's a beaut right there.
Yeah, that's gonna be nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only thing I still need to pick up is the 3/8 drive.
Sweet, man.
So
I've
I
got a
put-
quarter inch digital, but I bought it
Yeah.
like years ago, and if you saw the case it's in, and if I pulled it out, I mean it's bigger than my 3/8 click style. It's
Yeah.
a big. That one is nice.
Well, that's because I do so many timing chain covers and intakes and stuff like that. That would be nice for that.
That's perfect for that.
I don't know if Johnny picked up that old antique torque wrench or not. Let me see. Oh, man.
Right on, Yoda.
Yeah, I posted the old gear wrench torque wrenches up for sale last week, and they're gone now.
Oh, Ed, you do okay on them?
Oh yeah, I did really good on them.
Good. That's good.
So, yeah, now I'm hoping that here, not anytime soon, I need a 3/8 torque wrench because then I'm screwed.
That sucks. You bought a $700 torque wrench, and that what that really sucks for is the tool guy. If you bought a torque wrench and got fired the next day. For the Snap-on dealer, man. Oof.
Well, I didn't pay $700 for that one, so I did pretty good.
Yes, Johnny picked up that box, huh?
Yeah, I did pretty good on the gear wrenches. I did pretty good. See, I owned those gear wrenches for what, 4 or 5 years. So, I mean,
And
I almost.
I had an old Snap-on 3/8 impact with how do you pronounce it? The NiCad batteries, the old ones they had.
Yeah.
And I decided I was gonna, I gotta put it up on Marketplace, and I put it up on Marketplace or somewhere, and a guy came. I met some guy at a gas station, and he bought it, and I went directly to Lowe's, and I got a 12-volt screwdriver, impact driver, and a 3/8 impact from DeWalt. Bottle of Bullet and 2 Monsters with what I sold the Snap-on one for, and I was happy with that brand new stuff.
Oh yeah, you can't beat that.
Yeah, I had already bought some Snap-on stuff for the shop. I didn't need that Snap-on one for the house, and I got all new DeWalt stuff for home. I was doing great.
Well, I picked up a yellow one too, Jude.
Oh, nice. That the E61?
Yeah.
Yeah, those are nice. I remember you telling me you wanted one of them. The things are nice.
It is. And at first, I always thought they were too long. But then I realized after using it a little bit, I realized, hey, I don't need near as many extensions as what I had to with the stubby. With the stubby, I always needed extensions because it's really, it's really fat, but it's short. But with that one, half the time you don't even need an extension because it's so skinny. You can just basically shove it right up in there.
Let's go, guys. 22 people watching. I've seen as many as 26. Let's get the likes up from 12.
Yeah, something wrong with that. All them people and only 12 likes? Come on now.
Of course, mid-depth impact sockets. I don't know how long it's been. I bought something off the Metco truck.
Hey,
Well, whatever you do, don't buy Icon ratchets.
Yeah, I know. Yoda, get the magnet, the impacts with the magnetic magnets inside. Those are nice if you're hitting the mids.
What's
Yeah,
up with the Icon ratchets? They got a recall on them or something?
No, they're garbage.
No,
They're
it's
dog shit.
fucking
Sorry,
junk.
language.
They what?
It's all-
They what? Soft shit? Soft gears in them?
Hey, David, I'm doing well, man. How are you? It's good to see you, man. Yeah, H61. I had the 761, and then I bought that impact kit with the 861 and with the ratchet, and it had all the snap-on impacts and extensions and everything in there. And I like that 761 a lot, but then I 861 was definitely my go-to. The 761, like if I was lifting a cab, I would have that with the stuff, just for running boards and whatever I have to do underneath the vehicle. But anything on top was the 861. That's right. Thumbs up.
Yeah, I'm impressed with it. It's got more power than I thought, that 861 for sure.
Yeah, I like it. And you're right. It fits a lot. You don't need the extensions that you do with
I would just buy a gear wrench. They hold up.
Yeah. I saw anybody somebody commented on a short that I put up on some, and I'm talking about if you're not 8 hours a day using your tools, 10 hours a day using your tools, but Husky had a pretty good setup. It was, I think, like $24 or $23 for like a 20-something piece extension set. And I was asking people to tell me if they were any good, because for someone to use at their house, I mean, that was a great deal.
That's right, Anthony.
Yeah, I agree, Anthony.
I bought that long net quarter drive because that's my most used ratchet. And man, and as soon as I used that and the 3/8, I was done. Yep. I'm going to switch completely over.
I tell people that since as long as I can remember, I said, man, if you're going to get Icon, you may as well get Gear Wrench, because Gear Wrench is way better made ratchet than in my opinion, than an Icon.
I
The
agree
gear
with
wrench
you.
is cheaper too than Icon, isn't it?
Yeah.
Or about the same
Yeah,
price?
that I did not know. Theo showed me that. I watched his video, and he showed side-by-side prices. I was amazed that the Gear Wrenches were cheaper than the Icons, and that's fantastic because they're better than the Icons.
I got the
Well, and that
gear
was
wrench.
not even that was on Home Depot. That's not even going to Amazon.
Yeah, I bet you it's even cheaper there.
Well, because I want
figured how many.
because I want to show the difference between store and store, not Amazon and the store. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
Otherwise, all those Harbor Freight fanboys would come running out. Oh, but that's Amazon.
I got that set of boat biters, and man, that set feels hefty.
What do you use for extractors? Theo, use bolt biters, or you got something else?
Yeah, bolt biters.
I don't have a set of those. Those have been in and out of my well, they're in, but I look at them in my shopping cart at Amazon all the time. I'm always tempted to pull the trigger on them.
I forget where mine came from, but I got a set for $30.
Yeah, you won't be disappointed with those, Jude. Those are great.
I'm gonna have to get something. I like what he said. Go back one comment. Look what he called it. I got conned. That's good, Em.
I got conned. I got conned. Go ahead. All right. What was that? Die Hard ratchets? Did Sears used to sell them? Sears Die Hard batteries? They used to install the batteries for you at Sears. The Die Hard.
Yeah, Brandon, with Tractor Supply, you got to watch out that those are not the Chinese ones. That's one of the reasons why they run sales on them like that, and they're way cheaper than everybody else. Yeah, same thing, Mark. They're good ratchets.
I've got some. I've only got one gear wrench ratchet. It's a 1/4 inch ratchet, and it's still from Red and Black. It's an old one. And I got some of the gear wrench. I've got a lot of gear wrench stuff, but the stuff that I've had for a while was still when they were USA made, and that stuff's pretty good, pretty solid.
Well, that was Theo told me about the boat biters, gear wrench, and then two other people in the chat. I forget who they were. Told me about them too. They're real good. I think. What you call it?
I used the dog out of this one. This here is the 8 mil and 5/16.
You know what's good about the that's the 8 mil and the 10 mil and the 13 deal. Those are the main sizes that I use.
It's got the where you can put a ratchet in it, or you can put a open end on it as well.
What's good about one of the benefits that I think about the gear wrench is that they're it's not a wave drive. It bites the straight
both
on
directions.
Yeah, so that way you can give it a little bit, take because when you're working with something rusted like that, sometimes you gotta go back and forth.
Oh yeah.
And if you use the wave drive ones, you just gotta hope it breaks loose and you can take it off, because if it's rusted on there, it's gonna
Yeah, a lot of times what I do is when you put the bolt biter on there, you break it loose, do a half turn, put some penetrating oil on there, and then suck it back in, take it back out, more penetrating oil, and just keep working it back and forth. And then all of a sudden, you just can take it all the way out.
See, down here, the outboard motor mechanics, man, they play hell with those salt engines that go in the Gulf, saltwater, and they always tighten righty-tighty before they left it loose in it.
Man, but 13-piece extractor set on the Matco truck for only $70. That's
Matco?
That's a good deal.
Yeah, those are the rocket sockets that
rocket sockets weren't they the Sears, the Craftsman rocket sockets? I think, or no?
I thought they were that veteran-owned company, but I'm not sure.
What was the name of the Sears boat biters? The Sears brand. What was the name of those? It wasn't rocket sockets.
I don't remember.
Does anybody remember what Sears called their?
Or was it turbo sockets or something?
Turbo sockets. Maybe so. Turbo sockets. Yeah. Okay.
Turbo sockets.
Well, turbo rocket. It's kind of melds into each other.
Yeah, it sounds similar.
I forget how many. I know I'm gonna have to get up again. Aye.
Take it easy, man.
And hey, I just moved my leg, not even to get up. I just moved my leg to the left and raised it up just a hair. Oh, that thing grabs me like I'll get out.
So you said Dave and Ed are jumping on with us too?
Yeah, Dave will be here in a minute. We sent some stuff to Dave. It's pretty hilarious.
Oh, boy.
So you're working on Fords then, Jude, or just anything that comes your way?
Anything that comes my way. I mean, I'm all my I don't do a lot of advertising, but the flyers and stuff that I have or cards. I mean, it says Power Stroke Ford diesel mechanic, but I get calls from everybody.
Yeah.
I advertise on Craigslist, and I got a bunch of people calling me, so it actually worked out pretty good.
On Craigslist?
Yeah,
Really?
I put an
Interesting.
ad in. I was under the assumption that it was free to put an ad up on Craigslist, but it wasn't. It wasn't expensive. It only cost $5. But I was like, I was debating it, and then my wife's like, if you get two people or one person to call you off of $5, it was totally worth
Right.
it. And I was like, yeah, that's true. So I put the ad in, and for the first week and a half, I didn't hear nothing. And all of a sudden, bam, I got 5-6 calls off that ad. So now every 10 days, I reload that ad. What? Lang makes a set of extractors?
No, it's threat chasers.
Oh, thread chasers. All right.
These right here.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, I've got that set, but it's mine. It's the same exact set, but it's a Snap-on one.
Yeah, those are the same size.
Yeah. That thing, now that saved my ass a ton of times.
Yeah.
Even those 2 thread bars that they have the rubber handles to put on.
Yep.
Yeah, even those have saved my ass just cleaning up threads that are nicked a little bit.
This is a great tool too.
What's that one?
This is
Oh,
a threat chaser for axle nuts.
Oh, okay. Thread kids. Tim Windsor, hello.
Hey, Tim.
How are you?
What's up, Quick Wrench?
Yeah, Bill, you're right. They make it for Snap-on. Actually, as far as I know, they make it for everyone that sells it. And they all come in different color cases or whatnot. But the setup inside is the exact same, except for the Cornwell one. It's just Cornwell's just a hair different the way they aligned everything in the box, but everyone else has the exact same setup. Completely. Yeah, that's a good set, man.
Thank you, Tim. Appreciate it.
That's right. The OTC.
No, that was Lang. Oh, the big one? No, that was just a cheap one off Amazon because I don't use it much, but sometimes when you have that axle nut and the threads at the end can be a little worn or whatever. Then if you use that, you chase it down real quick and off to the races you are.
Oh, I didn't know that, Mark. I just got the tooth files.
Here's Dave.
What's up, fellas? How you doing, Theo? Boo, Jude? How y'all doing?
Doing well, man. How are you, Dave?
Real good.
I don't think I've been on a live stream with you in a long time, man.
It's been a bit.
Good to see you, though. I see you on here every week, though.
What's up, JW?
26 people watching, guys. That's good. Dude, you get a good crowd.
Cool deal.
What's up, Jason?
26 watching and only 16 likes. What's up with that, folks?
Yeah, that was mentioned earlier there. Pre-votes.
Hey, did you get your package, Dave?
I got my toilet paper, man.
Oh, yeah. Got Biden's picture on them. So when you go take a Biden, you can wipe.
Show it.
Yeah. There's that step up.
You got the toilet paper there too?
No,
No.
I wasn't feeling good last night, so I used it all.
Are you serious?
I'm joking. I don't know where the toilet paper is. My mom probably put it away. Or my daughter's, one of them, that put it away somewhere.
Walter, that's probably why it's got a different setup then. I didn't know that. I thought they were also Lang.
Yeah, I think Johnny picked up that old snap-on torque wrench a couple of days ago when he was here. I think when we brought him back from the hospital, he took it.
How
with
is
him.
Johnny?
He's doing good. He's going tomorrow to get his test results. He had to go take a. We drove his Jeep, but we brought him to the hospital and had to drive him back from the hospital because they wouldn't, they wouldn't release him because they put him under anesthesia and all that. He had a colonoscopy. They went in to check for polyps and all that stuff Tuesday. So, but anyway, he had his torque wrench over here, that old antique that I showed last week. I wanted to show it again tonight because Jude was here and a few other people. But this thing was old, man. It came in a little wooden box. Dave guessed right off the bat what it was, torque wrench.
Well, my shop manager
And Brandon,
my shop manager had a colonoscopy a couple weeks ago, and he came back into work, and I'm like, "How did it all go?" I said, "They find anything up there?" He's like, "I haven't heard anything back yet." And I'm like, He's like, "Why do you ask?" I said, "I figured they found your head up there." He said, "What'd you just say?" I said, "I figured they found your head up there."
Damn, I give a
You know what he
meaning to
said?
put your head out your ass.
You know what he said? This is when you know you're dealing with a bean counter college graduate. You know what he said? "I don't understand."
What?
They stuck a camera up your ass. I figured they'd find your head up there.
Yeah, do a
You don't
selfie in your
understand
ass.
Daddy had both hands on my shoulders. Golly. Yeah, man.
Oh, damn. That's nasty.
Different kind of scope.
Johnny had a colonoscopy about 6 years ago. He wasn't.
I thought they do like every 10 years.
for one. Yeah, something like that. He wasn't due for one. He goes every 6
Maybe
months.
he likes
to get a
it.
TSA.
Yeah, I was just about to say, you telling me he's doing this shit for fun?
I don't know how often Jude goes to the doctor, but at our ages, they kind of like hit you with that. You need to schedule a colonoscopy. You
Yeah.
need to schedule this. You need to send in a sample of your poop. All you gotta do is dip it, the stick in your shit and send it in the mail. It's like,
Well, he
I
just
feel
had
sorry for
one
the
of them
mail
colon
carrier.
guards
mail's
done.
delivering shit.
He had just had one of them colon guards done. And I don't know why he went in for a colonoscopy because, he hadn't got the results back from the colon guard yet. I got one that they sent me. It's in a box about like that, and it's got all kind of stuff in there. Anyway, and then you got to get it on the truck that day or the next day. They advise you to
Gotta
get
be
on the truck
fresh.
the next day. So, but my doctor told me a PSA, for your prostate. He says I don't believe in them tests. That's what he told me. He said they're wrong 75% of the time, and 25% of the time they're not right or whatever. He says I do a rectal exam, the right way, and he says I can tell if your prostate's enlarged or if it's normal or whatever. He says those PSA tests are not reliable, and Johnny gets a PSA test every 6 months. You got to pee in a cup.
Other doctors will tell you the opposite, that their fingers are only so long and they can only tell you if you're good up until as far as they can reach. So you got to take your pick.
Damn. They only want a sample in the body. I didn't do it yet. The box is still right there.
If you can still piss across the room and like when you really got to go, you can. Still
Oh yeah, I can. Oh yeah, hell yeah.
Your prostate's fine.
Oh yeah, big time.
I'm not saying it doesn't have cancer. I'm just saying it's not enlarged.
Right. It's not swollen. Yeah. Usually if it's swollen, something's up with it, cancerous or whatever. You're sick. But no, mine's no. I mean, man, I piss like a 15-year-old, off a bridge in a contest.
Okay, now you're exaggerating. A 15-year-old, I don't know about.
Well,
I
he
can
does
piss
it
like
every
a
goddamn
15-year-old.
night when he's leaning
25-year-old.
off. He's practicing every night when he's leaning off the dock.
Yeah,
Drink
that's
all
it.
that damn coffee.
Yeah, that's well. And Kool-Aid, lemonade.
I'm sorry, I'm running
How
late.
long is that borescope?
I had to do my hair before I came on.
Having a tub put up your prick. Oh, a tube. Oh, okay. So, well, I'm reading between the lines.
Like a catheter? Is that what you talking about?
Yeah, catheter. Man, the first time I went in the hospital, that woman said, "You got to give me some urine." I'm like, man, I peed right before I left my house. That's when I thought I was having a heart attack or whatever. That's when they found that hole in my intestine. She
Hey,
says,
dude,
"You need to give me a urine sample." I'm like, "I can't. I peed before I left." She says, "I tell you what, make a deal with you." That's what this nurse told me. She says, "If you don't give me a urine sample in 30 minutes, I'm coming in there to get it." I said, "You mean a catheter?" She said, "Yeah, and that don't feel good at all. It's painful." I'm like, I gave her some urine within 30 minutes.
The most
I did.
When I had to have a catheter, the most painful part of it is the girl they sent in to do it. She was freaking smoking hot.
Oh man, damn.
They
Yeah,
could've
so
spent
man,
some
so it
covering-
made it. They
they
had to
could've-
lengthen the tube a little bit more, huh?
No, she was just smoking hot, and I'm like talking to myself, "Don't get excited, don't get excited." She's touching it now. Oh my god, don't get excited. This girl's so hot, but she was so young too. So I had to don't think bad thoughts.
Hey, first time I had that, the checking your prostate exam. I was in the hospital, and it was an illness, but the doctor, she was a young doctor, couldn't have been much more than 28, 30, something like that. A cute girl. She had pigtails. I asked her why she had pigtails, because she had just donated her hair to cancer, but she was really good looking. And it was towards the end of the night. They did all the tests they were going to do, and she says, "Hey, there's one more test we got to do. I know it's probably the first time you've had it done, so you're about that age, so I need you to roll over to your side." And I'm like, "Oh, damn." So I roll over to my side, and she starts probing a little bit, and she's like, "Oh, okay." She's like, "Oh, I forget the word she used," but then she stuck me, and I'm like, "Oof." And I'm glad it was a girl, because small fingers, first of all. But then I went like, "Oof, oof," and she tells me, her word. She's like, "Oh yeah, I know that hurts. So that's definitely an out only hole." And I looked at her. I wanted to say, "Yeah, well, it's yours," but I kept that to myself. And I was like, "Man." That was what she told me, man. I was like tripping out. I was all right. But like I said, girls have smaller fingers than guys, so I'll take that.
Speaks man of experience. I don't think Jude heard it.
What was that?
I say speaks man of experience or experience.
Oh shit.
When I went to work for Penrod, it was a big oil company back then. I don't know if they're still in business or not, but it was a huge company. And I went to take my physical exam, and the doctor had to do. I mean, I was only 20 years old. Doctor said, "Well, I got to do a prostate, exam, finger exam." I was like, "Man, I'm only 20 years old. I ain't got nothing wrong with me, down there and that like that." He says, "Sorry, man, that's procedure. Got to do it." Like, oh man.
Did you tell him your procedure?
Man, I didn't want it, but
Did you tell him
I
your
wanted that
procedure?
job, and that was a good paying job too.
Boo, I would have told him right then and there, say, if that's your procedure, you want to know about my procedure? You touch my butthole, there's going to be a fist planted in your face.
Yeah, I wanted that job though. And he wasn't a small man, wasn't a small guy. Getting older ain't for sisters. No. Pin rod is a pin-sized fishing rod.
Yeah, getting older ain't for
Ain't for
sissies, that's for sure.
They got Pennzoil and Penrod, and this was Penrod Drilling. They had some huge drilling rigs. That's big triples. They go down with three stacks of pipe. We'll do butt stuff for money. Ha ha.
Yeah.
No. A long Q-tip was put up, man. No blood on it after it was pulled out. Well, really?
That's
Prostate exam with a Q-tip?
They used the Q-tip on me when they were, what was it, COVID? They were checking. They stick that Q-tip halfway up your brain.
Oh, yeah, your nose. Yeah.
It's all the way up to the top of your freaking head.
Yeah, they
You're
did
like,
that.
"Ah, what the hell?
I never get that.
Damn,
I start
Brandon.
watering, your nose starts burning and running.
I had
20
that-
bucks, 20 bucks, okay?
Never positive though.
That's something that my
I
buddy
would,
Full
I would
Wave
never
Records
allow.
said.
I would never allow that shit. Whatever. Q-tip
That's
on
something my
my-
buddy Full Wave Records would say. 20 bucks is 20 bucks.
And
Shit.
at work, where I was working at the time, if you had time off, like
Same thing.
during there,
Yeah.
like I had some vacation time during COVID, and when you come back, they had to check you to make sure you didn't have COVID. So I had no choice, you know, had to go back to work.
Diabolical.
What's up, Diabolical?
Hey, Diabolical.
You changed your
Hey,
icon
John.
or whatever you call that.
I've changed it up. Hey, John.
I've had them done a few times. I think 5 or 6 times so far. The COVID test in the nose, but man, it tickles.
Why?
To me, it tickles.
Why
It don't
5
hurt.
times?
It tickles. But they
Why
do it
5
real
times
fast,
though?
though. They do it
Jason,
real fast. They
why-
don't stay there and dig for gold. You know.
Why 5 times though?
No, in the past, however long COVID's been up,
Yeah, but
because I
why-
was when I went in the hospital, they did one.
Oh,
When I went
of course,
in
the hospital,
again, they
do
did one.
They want you to be positive in the hospital, so that way they can throw the money at the government.
No, but I didn't have it. I tested negative.
I'm surprised they didn't say it was positive.
Yeah, I was negative at the hospital as well. It's funny, while I was waiting for the results, I was in a kind of like an isolation room, but I could see where all the COVID patients were, and you would have thought, I felt like I was watching E.T. You guys remember that movie E.T. when they had like the
Yeah.
tents with all the people dressed up in the white suits, you know, like astronauts?
Yeah.
That's how everybody was.
Oh,
That
that was the blob, the second blob, when it was done in the little town was Orberville. It was actually made in Abbeville, Louisiana. That they was in the space suits with the big bubble helmets and all that, and the blob came out of the theater, and everybody's running out the theater, and you can see me right there running out along with the other rest of the crowd.
Let's see if he's listening right now. Yeah, JWC. Finger in the butt can be a life-saving procedure.
Yeah,
If you want it to be easygoing and you want it to feel like a female's finger, but you don't really want a female to do it, just give Tarek a call. He does them for free.
ah,
Much as he talks about buttholes and shit.
it doesn't make me feel any better about getting a finger up my butt.
You want the heat on? Matthew?
Hard to believe it was out 42 years ago. What, the blob? It was 1987, I think.
No, it was like
It was-
19. Oh, the blob.
Not the one with Steve McQueen, not the first one, the second one.
Was it
The
before
Blob.
Back to the Future? The first Back to the Future was 1985. So was it before or after that?
Well, it was
I'm trying to think. The Blob.
Hey, what's the coolest science
the
fiction
blob was
you remember watching as a kid? Like I'm talking like, yeah, we're all roughly the same age as a kid. Because I
it was
remember for
about
me,
86, 87. The
What's-
blob.
I can't think of the name of it off the top of my head, but there was a movie with Kurt Russell where they were up like in Antarctica. The Thing. Was it The Thing? Not The Thing. What was it called? Where Kurt Russell, they were up in the it was something that if you touched it, it could take your forms, but you didn't know who was actually, if you were that alien thing. I'm pretty sure it was a Kurt Russell movie from like 1980. I thought it was called The Thing. Maybe it's called The Thing.
There was a movie called The Thing, I believe.
Yeah, there was. Yeah,
Was that Kurt Russell?
I don't remember.
I think it was. What happened to Theo?
His middle finger hit the wrong button. Oh, there he is.
Internet was hanging up for whatever reason.
I didn't know that button was way up in there like that.
And I remember, Theo, when I first met you, you tell me that if you wanted to upload a video, you'd have to go to your wife's quilt shop so you could use a computer over there. I was like, man, that's crazy. That's not that big a deal. She's there anyway. I'm like, I guess not. But what are you using now? Starlink?
No, we moved since, so internet here is a little better, but it's still, I don't know. It just sucks.
Hey, famous Slick Rick, what's going on, man?
Slick Rick, what's that?
That's right. Oh, I love your new icon. That's what is that? What do you call the logo or whatever you call that? The avatar. That's cool. Oh, it was Russell. Okay, in the 80s. All right. But yeah, I remember as a kid watching that movie with the sled dogs and all. Oh, that was just a pretty crazy movie, man.
I thought a good movie when I was younger was Heartbreak Ridge.
Oh, yeah, that was
with
good.
Clint Eastwood.
That one was really good.
If my dumbass comes across that when I'm like not really that tired yet, but I should be going to bed, and that stupid movie happens to be on, like shit, I'll sit there and watch the whole damn thing.
That's one of them. That's one of the movies. I love when I think they called him the Gooch. They thought the Gooch was going to put him in his place, and he whooped his ass.
Yeah, he's just kicking his ass. Lift your chin. Wham. I suppose I have to go down to whatever it was called. Get line soldier.
When he used to make them have to match what he was wearing to or else they had to jog without their shirts on. That was funny.
Speed Ranch. What's up, Papa Cass?
What's up, Cass?
Hey, Cass, how are you?
Sweet Johansson.
Sweet Johansson. Cass gonna kick your ass. He's like, man, you missed our stream. Now you're streaming with Theo.
Sweet. Remember that? Sweet. What you gonna do when Sweet comes with you?
Hey, who remembers Warriors? You guys remember the Warriors movie? Warriors, come out and play.
He sure is.
What's everyone's favorite Clint Eastwood movie? I like The Outlaw Josie Wales.
Pale Rider.
That's
a
good one.
tough one. Clint Eastwood. That's a tough one. What's the favorite?
When it comes
Yeah,
to the
he-
Westerns, I was like Pale Rider. Or
Oh,
Hang 'em
the-
High. That's another
The
one. isn't it?
Westerns, yeah, Hang 'em High was good.
Good.
Was Hang 'em High the one with the monkey with the orangutan?
No, Hang 'em High was when they hung him. They thought he was a thief, but he wasn't.
All right.
Gran Turismo. I'm gonna be
cattle
like
wrestler.
that's how I'm gonna be when I'm his age. Get off
Steve,
my lawn.
Cass
Get
got
off
it.
my
Every which way but loose. That was the one with the orangutan.
Yeah, any which way you can, every which way but loose,
right?
and another
Every
one.
Which Way But Loose was where he fought, right?
Yeah.
Both of them, all those. That's a franchise. They had 2 or 3 of them. Any which way you can.
Good,
Every
Bad,
which
and
way
Ugly
but
was good,
loose.
too.
Yeah, the
And
good,
Bad,
I
Ugly was
think
good.
there was another one. I'm not sure.
Yeah, that's
but-
another one. The Good, Bad, and the Ugly.
Oh no, I'm not talking
That's
about
it. You
that
talk about
that
Clint
trilogy.
Eastwood, I mean, what's the favorite? That's a very deep thought there.
Yeah, it depends on if it's a western or Dirty Harry or Any Which Way You Can. But it was a trilogy. The Good, Bad, and the Ugly was the third one. They had Fistful of Dollars. What
Yeah.
was the other one? And then not Any Which Way. Then Good, Bad, and the Ugly. There was a trilogy. There was three of them. Fistful of Dollars. I can't remember the.
it's he's older in the movie. He's probably in his 80s already, but that movie Gran Torino, that was a pretty good movie.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite movies
Yeah,
right
get
there.
off
Gran
my
Torino.
lawn. Get off my lawn. That's how I'm going to be when I'm his age. Get off my lawn.
And then he finally got the guys busted for murder because there were witnesses, and
It's gotta be-
he
it's gotta be-
provoked them. He went to get his Zippo, and they shot him, so they went to prison.
He's got to be.
I mean, he was dying anyway.
Yeah,
Clint
for
Eastwood's
a
gotta
few
be-
dollars more.
Clint Eastwood's got to be, but what?
A few dollars more. That's
years
it.
old?
Yeah.
Something like
Thank
that.
you, Emily. Sir.
Clint Eastwood's got to be in his mid-90s, though.
No, I don't know.
You know what? I feel like
92
Oh,
or
I
93.
I
I
thought
think.
he was pretty good in $1 Million Baby too.
Yeah. See, like I said, they ask about what's good, the best movie he was in, or your favorite movie. I guess favorite movie is the best way to say it, but he did a lot of good movies.
He's got a ton of stuff there was a movie he did with, I don't know the girl's name, a redhead, where he was going blind, but he was a baseball scout. Man, that was a great movie.
Really?
Oh yeah, yeah. That movie's not that old either.
Trouble with the Curve. It was called Trouble with the Curve. That's a great movie.
I feel like another
Right,
lucky
yeah.
YouTuber tonight. I came
Yeah,
out the
you're
restaurant.
right.
I came out the restaurant. I was walking through the parking lot, and what did I find?
Chisel.
Oh, you found a cute little punch.
Craftsman?
It's a Craftsman USA.
Thought I've seen Craftsman.
Chisel.
Damn it.
That's a score right there, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just laying on the ground.
I still run my Craftsman punches and chisels.
It's just laying on the ground, man.
Man.
I'm like, I feel like James right now. I never find anything on the side of the road or in the parking lot.
Hey, good night, Prevost. Thank you for stopping in. Appreciate it.
Yeah, good night, man. It's nice meeting you.
Johnny was at O'Reilly's the other day, and he found a well-used. The handle was, you can tell it was used by a mechanic. I guess they were leaving out O'Reilly's and turned hard, but they had a ball-peen hammer in the middle turn lane in the highway. It's a 5-lane. They got 4 regular lanes and a turn lane in front of O'Reilly's. And he went out there in that turn lane and picked up that hammer, a ball-peen hammer that he estimates is about 40 years old.
Nice. Hey, Mark, I like Steve McQueen too. He's cool. My favorite movie that he did was probably The Towering Inferno. That was a great movie. I think it was him and Paul Newman were in that one, I think.
Hey, by the way, Jude, that's I saw your video.
Yeah.
I don't know, 6'7".
Yeah.
That's Scott. That's some nice tool sets you bought off the Snap-on dealer. I'm sure Roscoe hooked you up a little bit, but
Man, that impact case.
those sets are nice, but they ain't cheap.
Well, I had
Bullet,
recently
yeah.
picked up the impacts, not recently, like within a year or so, picked up the impacts. So he gave me full trade-in value for the impacts. Right off the bat, it knocked off like $1,000 or like $1,200. So I basically got it just for the price of the impact and the ratchet.
Yeah, those are still really nice looking sets, though.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, they are.
I like the fact. I mean, the way when you're running mobile like that, I have everything packed up right now in my garage. I should do a video on how I set up because I have the 3 DeWalt things, 1 bag, and that Snap-on case, and I can pretty much do any job out of that.
Hey, Scott, I live in Metro Detroit. This is not a murder weapon. Here they just pull a gun and shoot your ass. They don't even pull a knife because you might take it away from them. So I'm sure you're not going to pull a chisel out.
A knife don't click. A gun will click. A knife won't click.
I mean, in prison, this could be a weapon, but it's still too big. They'd rather make it a little shank. But
Yeah, they can, in prison they can make 4 knives out of that chisel.
Yeah,
what I'm
and
saying.
Miser, everyone likes Bullet. That's a cool movie. It's got the most overrated car chase scene ever, but it's a pretty good movie.
Which one?
Bullet.
Bullet.
Charles-
Oh, okay.
Charles Bronson. What was that movie called? The Mechanic or the Maniac? Mechanic, right?
The Mechanic. Yeah.
that was a good movie.
Now, hey, they did a redone on that movie, and
With Jason
it was
Statham?
called The Mechanic with Jason Statham or whatever,
Jason
the
Statham, yeah.
transporter guy. Yeah. Now that was good. I was watching it on Amazon Prime, I think, on the laptop, and I'm watching the movie. I'm like, man, why does this movie look so familiar? You know, or seem familiar? Then it hit me. You know, Charles Bronson. It was just like a spin-off of it. You know, it's kind of almost just like it. You know, I mean, the same scenarios, but not the same exact movie. I'm like, hell, this is a spin-off of the Charles Bronson movie Mechanic. But Jason, he did a good job in that one.
I totally forgot about the movie The Unforgiven.
Yeah, The Unforgiven.
A lot of people liked it. A lot of people thought that was a boring movie. I liked it. I thought it was a good movie.
Well, that's the one where he was a pig farmer and they went to kill that when they raped that girl or whatever.
Yeah,
The story got bigger and bigger and bigger as they got closer to town.
Gene Hackman, he was in that too, right? He's a good actor too.
Yeah. Yeah, he was the sheriff, bar owner. Or, no, not the bar owner, but the sheriff. What's this gun for? Squirrels and such? Yeah, squirrels and such. What was the one where they would gold mining, and the little girl fell in love with him, where he played a priest and the
Pale Rider.
That Pale Rider. Okay. What was the one with the painted the town red?
What's she doing?
M. Lee's already said that.
Did Shelby ever ask her now?
Which one?
What was it? High Plane Drifter or something like that?
Oh, High Plane Drifter. Yeah. Okay.
I want to know. I'm not letting it go. It's not worth getting worked up over, I know, but I want to know.
Escape from Alcatraz. Yeah, that was a good movie. Man, Clint Eastwood
Like I
did
said,
so
he has
many
too many
different
movies.
movies, different types of
He has
genres.
Yeah, he has too many good movies. He played too many different roles.
Yeah, he's an all-around actor, you know. I mean,
Did anyone say-
either in a suit or in a cowboy outfit, one of the two. You know, either way, he did good.
Anybody say no? Anyone even mention Dirty Harry?
Yeah, that's what I say. In a suit.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Dirty Harry, cop.
Yeah, what
you know,
what
in a
movie
suit.
was it where he was protecting the president?
Not the bodyguard.
Was it
He was
Bodyguard?
protecting the first lady. Actually, I think.
No, it wasn't the first lady.
Crap.
That was
he was having an affair with the first lady, or he figured out who was having an affair with the first lady. The president's man? No.
Pink
Yeah,
Cadillac.
Pink Cadillac. Yeah, that would probably be the trashiest movie.
Yeah, In the Line of Fire. That's right. That's what it was.
Yeah, In Line of
Yeah,
Fire.
Line of Fire.
Yeah.
No, the first lady you're thinking of. What
New
the hell
York,
is it?
Daniel, New York.
You're thinking about. Why can't I think of this actor's name? Guy from Fast and Furious. Not Fast and Furious. Gone in 60 Seconds. Nicolas Cage.
Oh, Nicolas Cage.
Hey,
Nicolas Cage
Gone in
was-
60 seconds. There's going to be a new movie coming out on that.
Going
Really?
in 60 seconds. That's
Yeah,
about
they're gonna make
a
a second
Shelby
one.
Mustang. That's about a Mustang. Shelby Mustang, isn't it?
Yep.
Well, it's about stealing cars.
Yeah. Shelby
Yeah,
Mustang.
there's gonna be a new one coming out.
Eleanor was her name.
Hey, Cass, what's that movie? The name of it? Where I believe it was Kurt Russell. I watched it. You told you were the used car salesman and the I can't.
With Kurt Russell?
Yes.
Where they had a mile of cars?
Yes.
What's the name of that movie? Shit.
Which movie?
Because I like Kurt Russell, and I'd never even heard of that movie, and I went and watched it one night, and I was like, "Oh, that's a fantastic movie."
No, it's Kurt Russell. He was
Like
a
used cars or
salesman.
something like that.
He's used car salesman.
Used cars. Yeah, he just typed it in.
I have
Used
a mile
cars.
of
Yeah.
cars. I have a mile of cars. And then the other used car salesman in town called him out about it, and he ended up coming up with a mile of cars.
Two Mules from Sister Sarah or something like that.
I'm trying to remember. The
Hey,
name
that
of
was a
movie.
good movie. That was a really
Yeah.
good movie, Boo.
What about
That's
Overboard?
not what JWC Tech put, so I'm
Oh,
pretty
he's
sure
talking
that's what he was
about
talking
the-
about. Two Mules for Sister Sarah.
No.
What about the movie Overboard with Kurt Russell?
Him and
Oh, yeah, with Goldie Hawn, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, that's called Breakdown. That was a good one. Randy Travis was in there. He was one of the truckers in that movie.
Yeah.
Randy Travis and a Meatloaf, I think.
Meatloaf. That in the desert where he breaks down and his wife gets kidnapped. They got a movie called Hitcher.
We got a bunch of mechanics talking about Clint Eastwood movies. So that's awesome. we're Renaissance men. Snake. Yeah, that was Kurt Russell's character.
Always been a big fan of Young Guns 1 and 2.
Snake Plissken. That's
You ever seen those?
from New York.
Yeah,
Oh,
I thought they were both
yeah.
good. I
Those
thought
are
they were
both
both
good
good.
movies.
Well, believe it or not, my boys are watching the A-Team these days.
Oh, that's cool.
Really? With Mr. T.
Yeah, I found a bunch of DVDs on sale on
Damn.
Amazon, so I got them. And man, they've been watching the snot out of them.
John
you're
Wayne,
right. Yes, you're
War
right.
Remember that? That's about the stagecoach that's supposed to have all that gold in it.
Yeah, that was with Swayze. That's right.
That movie, Jude, was called Used Cars.
Yeah. I saw Cass
Yeah.
put that in there.
Yeah. I don't know if you saw it. It was called, Used Cars.
John Wayne.
But
the War-
I always like Kevin Costner too. I think he's a great actor.
Yeah.
I like The Postman. That's a good movie.
Theo's kids are watching A-Team now, and he's going to ask him. He's going to ask him, son, can you go out and go do this, do that? What you talking about, fool?
They don't
Yeah,
talk to me like that.
Yeah,
Trust
Theo's
me.
going to have to.
How you take your
That's
coffee?
what I'm
eat a
talking
cup,
about,
fool.
fool.
I need to watch The Postman again. I watched pieces of it. Christine
That's a good movie.
with the car.
Yeah, Postman, Waterworld, Robin Hood. Those were all good movies.
Christine, that's with the car. That's who
That's
played?
John-
I
that's
forget
John's
who
car right
starred
there.
in that.
Dancing with Wolves was, I think, one of his bigger hits.
I was
Is
a
it
teenager when
Robin Hood
Christine came
Dancing
out.
with Wolves are probably two of his biggest hits.
Is it Christine John's car? What he built? A 58.
I hope not.
58
Don't think
Chevy.
Don't paint that fucker red.
I think it was a Chevy
I
58
would
Bel Air.
prefer that car.
Or,
That movie still creeps me out.
I forget the guy's name that played it.
I won't even sit one of those cars on the fact that that manual seat may power itself up and crush me into the steering column.
Yeah, to the steering wheel. Yeah.
Yeah, even though it's a manual seat.
Plymouth. Yeah.
Yeah, isn't that what he has? A 58 Plymouth?
That's probably where he got his name from. Diabolical 58.
Yeah,
Diabolical.
Roadhouse,
That car was a
Old
diabolical machine, man.
I love Point Break. That's a great movie. I got a Point Break poster up in my garage.
Roadhouse is good too.
Young Guns, yeah, buddy.
Anybody watch the new Roadhouse?
That sucked.
Yeah,
Roadhouse
I
24.
can't say
Yeah,
it
buddy.
sucked. I can't say it sucked. It was predictable, a little bit disappointing. Wasn't the same.
The movie was set in Florida and the Keys, and had nothing but Louisiana musicians in the damn thing. Tommy McLean, and the Mule Train Band. That whole cast was. There's only one or two singers, bands in there that wasn't from Louisiana.
You ever been to the Keys? That's the kind of music they played on there.
What, Cajun
that's
music?
like that.
Really?
There's only
It was
one.
Swamp Pop. Actually, it was Swamp Pop and Zydeco they was playing.
That's
Rockin'
pretty common
Dukes in
music
there,
down there.
Tommy McLean, that what was his name? Shit. Played with Dwayne Yates. Played with the Boogie Kings the Boogie Kings were in there too.
Hey, Nick Hildebrittle's here. What's up, Nick? How are you?
We got two of them diabolical. Wow.
Yeah, Jason Bourne.
Yeah, those are all good movies.
I've been watching that Jack Reacher series. They got a third season coming out on them.
Oh, do they? I like the
Yeah.
first one. And that deputy cop.
First two seasons.
You guys want to see a good series on Prime? The first season of Billy Bob Thornton was the lead character. He was a lawyer.
Yeah, it's good. They got 2 or 3 seasons out on that.
Yeah,
What's the name of it?
first season was the best one. But yeah,
Yeah.
Goliath. I think it was called.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Not familiar with that one. I hadn't seen any advertisements for them.
no, it's old. It hasn't been. It had 2 or 3 seasons, and the last one was
Yeah.
probably like in 17. And then there's also one called Sneaky Pete or Snaky Pete or something like that. With that was a good
Sneaky
series.
Blinders. The Sneaky. Oh, what is it? The Peaky Blinders.
The Peaky Blinders.
Yeah, that's a good one too.
Dense Fog Advisor.
About a bunch of Irishmen.
Oh, all right. What's up, Nick?
What's up, Nick Hill the Bridle?
John, you pick up any new tools lately, man? I'm John. Dave, I'm sorry.
Only a 1/4-inch torque angle.
The snap-on one?
Yeah.
Yeah, Theo got that one too. That's cool.
Well,
I
after
remember Mark Harmon, Mark
after I sold
Hamill.
mine, he had one. He had to have one too.
Yeah, I remember Mark. What was the guy that played in Star Wars? Mark Hamill or Harmon or something?
Mark Harmon? And what
Okay.
movie?
Star Wars.
Oh, Mark Hamill.
Hamill. Okay. Well, he played when he was young, and I was a teenager when this movie came out. It was Stingray, I think, is the name of it. It was about a high school class. They had shop, mechanic shop, and they all went to the junkyard to pick out a car to fix up. And Mark he's seen a vet, a Stingray going across ready to be crushed. And I don't know why they want to crush a fiberglass car anyway, because it ain't metal except for the frame. But anyway, he ran after. He says, "We want that car. We want that car." And they fixed the Stingray up. And then I think the shop teacher or something has the car stolen to sell for
Really?
money. They fix it up real nice. Nice engine, souped up, turbocharged, whatever, supercharged, and Corvette Summer. Okay. Good movie. I was a teenager when it first came out, but I think it was 69, 70, something like that, Stingray. And he got it back.
I'm gonna have to look at this Peaky Blinders. I never even heard of it, but I just looked.
Yeah, it's a good show. You'll like it.
Which one?
Peaky Blinders.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Longmire was good.
I need to watch Longmire. Wasn't that the sheriff or something?
Yep.
Yeah.
I need to see if I can find it on Prime.
Hey, Anthony, I'm going this coming Saturday again, on New Year's Eve to see Social D.
Oh yeah, I do, Mark Olson. That was one of my favorite shows when it came out. John Michael Van Song. He's dead now. He died. Oh crap! He didn't look good when he died.
Oh yeah, I remember Airwolf, the
Of course I
Guyver.
remember Airwolf. That was the dude. That was the pilot that had the dog that flew with him, right?
No.
Hmm.
That
That secret helicopter that the government had, he stole it.
There must be another show that was around the same time that had a dog in it. But yeah, I remember Airwolf for sure.
Miami Vice.
Don Johnson.
Phil Michael Thomas, Don Johnson, Edward James Olmos.
Drunk Jan Michael Van Song. Yeah.
who's
Tricked out
another-
Hilo. Yep. That was a
You know-
Sikorsky 76, I think.
You know who's another great
I'm not
actor?
mistaken.
I love
Another great
Goliath. I just thought the third season went too far. It was like too back and forth. I mean, it really didn't make sense. What were you saying, Dave?
Another great actor is Morgan Freeman.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Like Shawshank Redemption. I mean,
Yeah.
Drunk Jan Michael. That's cool.
Rin Tin Tin. That's old. Man. I remember that when I
dog,
was
right?
a kid.
That was the dog, right?
Rin Tin Tin, yeah, it was a German Shepherd. Man, that came out in the 60s.
Well, hey, our kids watch Lassie too.
Oh,
Lassie
thanks.
and Flipper.
That's old. Lassie's
You know,
old.
it's
Man.
good that you have them watching that stuff, because a lot of the garbage that comes out now is just teaching kids to be idiots.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then
They
those
had that
older stuff
Lassie.
was very simple. And the older stuff is very simple. It's good versus bad, and good always triumph
Yeah.
over bad because they put the effort into it, right? And
Dude,
that's
now
how
you-
it should.
Even on kids shows nowadays, I mean, everything is so sexual, man. It's just like ridiculous.
Right. Yeah, and I know, I remember watching the A-Team and whatnot. Man, that shit was awesome. A-Team and Airwolf and Miami Vice. I mean, oh my God.
I remember as a kid, I used to watch, and it was on black and white on the UHF channels. And I know if you guys are young, you don't know what UHF channels are, but everyone on this panel knows what a UHF channel was. But it was one of those UHF local channels, and it was called Combat with Vic Morrow. I used to love watching that show.
Yeah, our kids still watch, like some of some of that Lassie stuff is still black and white on TV.
Whenever there's some local channels, the smaller channels that have a ton of commercials, unfortunately, but I'll watch I Love Lucy, Andy Griffith, all that stuff.
all I know is when I came home from work one time, my kids were real little, and they had Bebas or whatever the fuck they were called on. I'm listening to this stupid show, Teletubbies or Bebas or some shit. And I looked at my wife and I said, "What the hell are you letting the kids watch?" She goes, "They like it." I said, "You trying to like develop retards?" I mean,
Yeah, I know.
Are you not watching what is on the TV?
Hey,
Right.
Cat,
It's not Sesame Street here. They're not counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're like jumping around in a little circle like retards, going bee-ba, bee-ba. And I'm like, what do you get my kids watching? You want to educate them? Turn on a Clint Eastwood movie.
hey,
Yeah,
Cass,
make my
if I'm
day,
correct,
punk.
didn't he get his decapitated making a Twilight Zone movie? I'm pretty sure isn't that how he died? I think that's how he bought the farm. Oh, you had the combat lunchbox? That's cool. Yeah, this is a good stream, man. You got a lot of people watching. I can't get more than 12 people to watch a stream of mine anymore. 10, 12. I mean, once in a while it'll pop up and hit like 18 or 20, and then it's back down to 12. It's all our normals.
Yeah, Active Valor is pretty good too.
That was freaking. I was freaking out about.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with those. She'll Leave It to Beaver, Ozzy and Harriet. There's a lot of cool shows for back in the day that I used to enjoy.
Yeah,
watching.
she said most of her go-to shows for kids are black and white.
No, I don't know who Vic Morrow's kid is. Who is it? Yeah, I agree, man. Like that Barney show, the Tubby thing that Dave was talking about. That dude, I don't know, man. You get a 30-year-old dude trying to talk kid language. What was it from that cartoon dog?
You see, but we don't even talk like that to our kids. We talk to them like any normal person.
That's
Right?
how I've always been. I remember one time I was at Target when Matthew was young, and I had him in the shopping cart, and he was asking, the questions were why.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he was asking me if he asked you, it started, and I answered, and why, and I answered, and why, and it was going on and on. And we were just talking, but I was talking and giving him direct answers.
That's
And some lady
cool.
came up to me. Some lady came up and she was like, I like how you talk to your son. You give him direct answers, even though he's still a kid asking the baby stuff, why. And I'm like, yeah, man, I don't know how many I got to. It must have been like 10 or 15 of them. But she's like, no, but you talk to him and he listens, and then he just says why, because he wants to know, he's inquisitive. And I'm like, yeah, exactly. You gotta talk, you gotta talk to him. Otherwise, I don't like the new babying or coddling everyone. And yes, Vic Mackey is one of my favorite, although I was more of a Shane Vendrell guy. The Shield is my all-time favorite show. Whoever put The Shield up there. Yeah, The Shield is my all-time favorite show. And I like Vic Mackey, but at the end I didn't. Shane Vendrell was my guy, and I just hated the way he had to go out on that show. Oh, yeah, I watched
Or
that.
Justified is another good series too, by the way.
Oh, that guy who plays Shane Vendrell, he's in that. Walton Goggins, he's in Justified.
Yep.
That's one thing I'm not into any show right now. I used to be, but there's no series I watch right now.
You know what? I just rewatched. When it originally came out, I only watched like the first 2.5 seasons. I think it had a total of 6 or 7. But my son was flipping through Netflix one day, and he's like, "What's this?" And I said, "Oh, it's actually a really cool show." I got kind of hooked on it, and then my work schedule changed, so I couldn't watch it anymore. He said, "Well, let's watch it." But we watched Lost. You guys ever see Lost?
I've seen it.
Yeah.
We went through that, and he was like, "Man," and he kept telling me towards the end, he's like, "Man, exactly. I'm kind of almost don't want to watch it anymore." I said, "Well, you don't have to," but we finished the whole thing, and he's like, "Hey, Dad, I want to watch it again." I'm like, hey, that's on you. I'm not watching it again. I watched it 1.5 times now. I'm good.
Lost. You mean the one where they on the island, a plane
Yeah.
crash or something.
Yeah,
that
that
new
one.
okay, no, I never saw that.
Okay.
I seen a lot of that was on cable anyway.
Okay, they're black. Okay, thank you.
Thanks, Mark.
Hey, I watch that every time there's a new episode. It's a little inconsistent, but I watch it all the time.
Any of you ever watched the new was it
Yes,
Karate-
yes.
Any of you guys watched the new Karate Kid series on Netflix?
No.
My son got
Because
like,
you can't,
Cobra
you can't
Kai.
teach the old ones.
Cobra Kai, I think it's
Yeah.
called.
my son got hooked on that show, and I watched
Somebody
it.
told me the Cobra Kai is actually a good series. I haven't watched it.
It's a spinoff of the Karate Kid.
You can't beat the Karate Kid.
Hey, what'd you think,
Wow.
Cass? It sucks the way he went out. Person of Interest, is that the one with Caviezel? 'Cause I used to watch that show. It was him and the guy
I
from
forgot.
Lost, the guy that played. I don't know the actor's name, but I know he played, I think, Ben or something like that on Lost.
Oh,
Oh, you liked how it ended? Oh man, I didn't want to see him he's locked up, dude. I was like bummed out. I did like the very last thing when what's the girl's name? Can't remember her name right now, but when she was walking out after visiting him, I was like, oh, that's pretty cool.
What was that one with Chris
You can
Chris
look it up.
Rock
Like that.
maybe, or
I guess
Chris
you can look
Rock?
it up that way.
there's a black guy.
I'm about to watch it again, Cass. The whole series.
He had a twin brother or something, and one got killed, and then the other brother had to take his place. He was some kind of presidential something or spy, or had something to do with the FBI or something. I don't know if that was Person of Interest or
Person of Interest, I thought was a TV show on CBS with Jim Caviezel.
oh, okay. This was a movie. Chris Rock or something. I'm trying to think of the name of the movie. A black comedian, and he gets killed, and then his twin brother, long lost twin brother, or what have you, they find him and they try to make him into his brother, and he pulled it off. But
I actually
the
said,
name of the movie.
guys, I actually said or Jason and Tim that The Shield was by far and away my favorite show of all time. It's definitely probably my favorite, but Better Call Saul might be my favorite. Those are probably my two favorite shows of all time.
What was Shield about?
Some crooked cops in a city in LA, in a fictional city called Farmington that was loosely based on the Rampart, LA Rampart police division.
Okay, so it wasn't the Shield. The Shield like the Marvel comic books Shield.
No. The Shield
Okay,
was
all right.
LA cops.
no, they were like the narcotic team.
It was basically based on true stories.
Yeah, that's why I say
Oh,
it was from loosely based on
Not
the
that there's
LA
any crooked
Rampart
cops out
division, the
there.
Rampart division of the LA Police Department.
Okay.
Jude and I both know there's no crooked cops out there. So
Oh, Anthony, shame on you. You still got to watch Deadwood? That
Oh,
is
come
the
on, Anthony,
best
man.
TV
Really?
series
Damn.
ever.
I binge watched that thing back in 2009, I think. I binge
I
watched
got it all on
every
DVD.
episode of every episode of Deadwood I watched.
yeah, I don't watch much TV. I do more.
I got that on DVD. I'll watch that,
I read
like
in my spare time. I usually read the Bible.
Calamity Jane. Boy, that was a nasty mouth.
I'm sure you do, Dave.
And those are
Yeah, Bosch was another
top
one, good
three
one.
right there.
Rescue Me.
And I agree with you. I consider Better Call Saul and Breaking Bad kind of like one series.
Well, Better Call Saul is a spinoff of Breaking Bad.
Yeah, but they actually based it like before Breaking Bad.
Right, yeah.
Prequel.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bob Odenkirk, man, that dude is just. He made a movie. Oh, what was it called? Where he was like an undercover FBI dude, or like a deep cover dude. That not even deep cover. What would you call it?
A
He was-
mole.
No. He was like someone that the FBI would use for badass jobs or like stuff that had to get done. But he was just kind of like in witness protection, living his life. But then they found out where he was, and he had to defend his family.
Oh.
Yeah, Vince Gilligan's cool. No, the movie was called Nobody, because they try to make it like if he wasn't anybody, but they found out who he was and where he was, and so he had to protect his family. But the movie was called Nobody with Bob Odenkirk. It was actually a pretty good flick.
Yeah, Mayor of Kingstown is pretty good too.
What do you guys think about the movie Law Abiding Citizen?
With
That's good.
Is that what Tom Cruise?
The first time you watch it, it's kind of throwing you like, what the hell's going on? But I thought it was a good movie the first time I watched
And
it.
it's with Jamie Foxx, ain't it?
Jamie Foxx is in it. What's the other
Yeah.
guy's name?
Right on, Jason. John Diabolical.
Yeah, buddy.
You need to watch it. I
Slick
finally watched
Rick's right.
Yeah, it's Cass. I like that movie. Nobody. It was good.
SpongeBob's crap. I never did like my kids watching that crap. Queer ass motherfucker.
Yeah,
Excuse
Jimmy
my
Carter
French.
one. That's one of the things that I was talking about. Where kids watch that and they just watch the stupid crap that these things. I mean, come on,
Yeah,
man. I actually
that-
watch SpongeBob. I don't know. He's old enough where he's got his cell phone now and he probably watches stuff on whatever. But as a kid, he never, like, even if I went to my brother's house and his kids were watching it, I was like, hey, you guys got to turn that off. I don't let Matthew watch that.
The kids watch stupid shit today. At least when we were young, we watched like stupid shit, but it was actually informational. We like watched Dukes of Hazzard. We learned how to run from cops, and
Slide over hoods
we learned.
and make sure you honk that horn when you make that jump.
No, we learned how to shoot bow and arrows, shoot guns, and if we had to, we could throw our fists, and even lock a cop up.
Yep, I used to watch the Dukes of Hazzard on Friday, and after the Dukes of Hazzard was over with, I'd go out
Dallas
on the town.
Just the
Oh,
good
Dallas,
old
hell
boy.
yeah.
Never meaning no harm. Because all you ever saw been in trouble with the law since the day they was
8
born.
o'clock. 8 o'clock.
They
Making their
were
way.
born.
That was Waylon Jennings, right?
Straightening the curves,
Yeah.
flattening the hills.
Remember that class? Hey, I think I saw a nipple.
These here in the East, on the East Coast,
Theo's laughing because he knows it's true. That's what we all did. Oh,
you're killing me, dude. It used to be here in the East Coast anyway. It was 8 o'clock was Dukes of Hazzard, 9 o'clock was Dallas, and 10 o'clock was Falcon Crest, and 11 o'clock news came on.
yep.
And
That
then-
was Friday
And
night.
Johnny Carson came on after that.
But you had to switch to Channel 4 to see Johnny Carson because they were all
My
CBS.
parents must have switched to Channel 4 because I didn't go to bed on Friday nights that early.
Oh, MASH was a cool show.
I never
JW.
cared for that.
No, it was-
1883. Oh, nobody liked 1883. Was disappointing. Well, I didn't.
It took him 5 fucking episodes just to cross the river. Jesus Christ.
No, it wasn't that
And it
bad.
was so boring. I had a snail crawling by looking at me and falling asleep while he was looking at the TV.
I didn't. At the end, the last episode, I don't know if the girl was actually alive. Did she die? Did she get better and meet her future husband? When she went back. Don't know.
That you're talking about. Didn't he get her with a bow or a?
Arrow that was tainted with buffalo shit. Yeah.
Yeah, I would say they put the buffalo shit on it, so that way it's infects her
Right,
liver or kidney
yeah.
or whatever.
The only thing good about mash is you got to have good mash to make some good whiskey.
I just hate the fact that
Gin. I think they were making gin or vodka.
Anthony hit it on the nail. Married with children. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Yeah, it could be on
Fucking
TV
Al
today.
Bundy. You gotta love him.
Yeah, you can't put your hand down your pants anymore. Scratch your own balls while you're watching.
It was just belt line. It was only
How
to
do
the
you
belt,
dare-
at his knuckles, right there. That was it.
How do you dare to say that to my face? Well, I would like to tell it behind your back, my car only has half a tank of gas.
I like when Peggy's reading them that article and she's like, would you rather A, on a Friday night, sleep with your wife, or B? B.
I was thinking about Al yesterday or this morning sometime. Don't ask me why, but it just like Peggy
I'm
Bundy
gonna ask
was
you
bugging
why.
him to have sex, and he says, "Okay, baby, just please be gentle."
That's right. Okay, we know what Missy was doing. If you're thinking about Alan Sachs.
No, I was watching something on YouTube, and it reminded me of Al Bundy not wanting to have sex.
Okay, so you're watching porn.
No. Oh, I liked In Living Color. Hell yeah.
Yeah,
That's
What-
where
what did NOMAM stand for? The National Organization of Men Against Amazonian Women or something like that?
well, yeah. Men against all no ma'ams. No, they loved all other women, but the wives were the only one they didn't like. they loved Biggins and the Club Biggins.
Oh yeah, Biggins. I remember that was his
Those
magazine.
Dodge that Al Bundy drove. Yeah, you remember the episode where they lost the car wash? They went through and they lost the car and they couldn't find it.
One of my favorite episodes was when they were going on vacation and they left like the day everybody was off, so they were stuck on the freeway, and the family's arguing and hating each other. And Al's I don't know, he's singing a song trying to get the family to be cheerful or something like that. And the guy next to him yells at him. He's like, "Hey, can you guys shut the hell up?" And at the whole time it was just Al. And as soon as they said that, the whole family jumped in and started like they backed up their dad. I thought like, oh, that's cool. And then they ended up fighting on that freeway. The jiggly room.
Yeah. Marshall Bill, Fire Marshal Bill. That was Ace Ventura. Jim Carrey. That's what Jim Carrey got his break at right there.
I had a
He was
fun
known,
ride.
but he got his big break there
Talk about being
on In Living Color.
Talk about being stuck on the freeway. I had a hell of a ride home Friday night, man.
A dollar goes far.
We had a little snow, snow squall events going on. Just enough that the roads turned to a sheet of glass. They were a sheet of glass.
Oh man, gotta be careful, man.
It was going like 10 miles an hour, 12 miles an hour. I mean, hit the brakes of my truck and the truck was just slide and glide.
Sliding glide
Yeah,
with a power glide.
it was nasty, man.
That's why I don't live up north.
That's why I get
Is your slip showing? You know.
That's why I won't drive a car if I'm down south and that shit happens.
I was born and raised here in Southern California. I'm pretty sure if I was born in Michigan, I'd probably still be there, or Florida, I'd probably still be there.
I've been all over. I lived just about, I lived in a lot of states.
And I am not an Adam Sandler fan. I don't like Will Ferrell, Jim Carrey. I don't like slapstick. A dude hitting himself in the head or running into a wall trying to be, oh man, I think to me, stupid irritates me. It doesn't make me laugh.
When they went to
But I'll say that's as an adult. As a kid, stupid used to make me laugh. Like I'll watch the Three Amigos now, but that's a kid I saw when I was 13 years old. or 12 years old. So now I watch it and I still think it's funny, but watching it like new stuff, oh, it just gets. I've watched them. My son likes them. My wife watches them. And sometimes I'll laugh, but overall, I'm not a big fan of slapstick.
Me, myself, and I. Yeah.
Oh, absolutely not, dude. But I don't know. I like those dudes also made Married with Children. And that's probably one of my favorite, sitcoms of all time.
Did they?
Yeah. Mike Judge.
Matt Groening or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah. They made.
Judge. They did Hank Hill too.
Yes, that's Married with Children. Not Married with Children. I'm sorry. I meant King of the Hill. Yeah. King of the Hill.
Okay.
I said
Yeah,
Married
because
with
I
Children.
didn't know that they did Married with Children.
No. I said
Yeah.
Married with Children. I meant King of the Hill because Married with Children.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, Mike Judge was fire. I saw a clip the other day of them talking to him about how they came up with Boomhauer's voice, and the dude was.
I love that guy. You get on that old computer, man. You get on that, click.com, man.
I'll tell you what. Thank you.
Well,
Bobby, if you weren't my son, I'd hug you.
Damn it, Bobby. Propane accessories.
we're over the 2-hour mark, guys. So
Oh,
That
that went
quick?
fast.
That quick.
Yeah, that was a good stream, Theo. You kept a good crowd.
Hey, I got a question for y'all on the mechanics side of things. Have y'all noticed any YouTube channels popping up lately on mechanic work that's AI voiced and kind of sounds too good to be true?
mechanics.
Like fix this, hey, this is an easy way to fix this. And when you click on the video, it's kind of like clickbait. And then all of us, it's just an AI voice, and it's telling you in a roundabout way how to fix something that never gets down to the nitty gritty.
No, but
Not yet. Okay.
I'm selective on what channels I watch. So
Okay.
Yeah, same
Well,
thing here.
it's like suggested videos. Like when you watch something, and then your screen after that video's over with, then you get like 12 or 16 pop-ups on your screen that
yeah.
suggested, and then on the right side.
No, I'm not saying they've never popped up. If they have, I haven't watched them. Like I said,
Because I've been noticing that lately, and
I watch. I
I
watch
saw.
certain shit. I watch Jude's stuff. I watch Theo's.
okay.
I
Appreciate
watch South Main Auto,
Yeah, Eric.
Royalty Automotive Service. I kind of boycotted anything from Canada. But no, I'm sure they're out there. I just haven't watched them.
Yeah, I'm
I
just
saw-
wondering because they got in a few communities. They got, and it's people with AI. It's AI voiced, and people are doing it with AI, and a lot of that stuff doesn't make any sense. There's some in the coin community. I'm doing some research on it, writing down a bunch of channels and
Hey, Boo.
where they located and shit.
I saw a commercial, not a video, of a dude like laying under his car, and it's I'm not sure if it was Alexa or Google or something like that, and they're telling him they can help you with anything, and then you hear the AI voice saying, "Look for a round bolt around the oil bottom left side of the oil pan," like if it's helping him do an oil change or something like that.
Yeah. There's some YouTube channels that are coming out, and it's all AI,
Oh, there's a
and
ton of them.
all it is roundabout. It doesn't really give you the
Yeah, but that's okay. But
and a lot of it's fake.
okay, but they call it artificial intelligence. But Artificial
Yeah.
intelligence does not exist.
No.
Yeah, it does. It can't be artificial because they had to learn it somewhere.
Well, and then here's the thing: the intelligence is already out there. It's not.
Yeah.
It's nothing new. It's
Yeah,
just a
Theo-
faster
Theo
way
and
of
I had
working it up.
Theo and I went head to head with Ed one stream night. I think on your stream or my stream or his stream or somewhere for about 2 hours, exactly telling Ed that this exact topic, man. Ed didn't budge, and neither did we. But I still hold the same stance with Theo.
Gilbert got
Because
yeah,
it relies on your information or everybody
Yeah.
else's information that's putting in. And as soon as you stop putting it in,
That's
you can't rely on it anymore.
yeah.
exactly right.
And half the time, even if you do Google search, you get an AI answer. Half the time, it's wrong.
I didn't do that sign up for that AI crap on Google and all that crap. I didn't I don't do the AI crap.
Gilbert Gottfried. Rest in peace, man. Facebook copy accounts of popular automotive YouTubers. It's getting bad. I've never seen that. I don't know what that is. I don't go to Facebook too often. What's the
Me
free?
neither. I get a lot of friend requests on Facebook, and somebody, I forget who it is, but he's like, man, I sent you a friend request on Facebook. I'm like, okay, I'll check it next time I go on. So the next night, he said, I sent you a Facebook request, friend request. I'm like, yeah, when I go there, I'll look at it. No, and then the third time this guy asked me that, I'm like, okay, I'll go there now. So I said, I accepted your friend request. And about 2 days later, he, in the comments on one of my live streams or whatever, in the chat, like, hey, I asked you, sent you something in Facebook Messenger, I'm like, man, I don't go there. I told you that to start with. I don't go to Facebook. I mean, I probably go once a month to Facebook. Oh, okay. Well, anyway, can you check it if you don't mind? And it was just a stupid question. That's all it was, a stupid question. So I answered the question. 3 days later, the next week, he was like, hey, Cajun, I asked you a question in Messenger. I'm like, dude, I'm telling you, I don't go to Facebook. Oh, okay. Well, just check it when you can. I was with somebody the next day on their live panel, and the same guy, hey, did you answer my question? I'm like, did I? He was like, no. I said, well, no, I didn't answer your question then. I said, I didn't even see your question. I said, man, I'm telling you, I don't go to Facebook. Anyway, I ended up deleting his friend as a friend. I didn't block him. I just deleted him. I said, look, I deleted you as a friend. I says, because I don't go to Facebook. I'm sorry, and when I do, it's for family, my family. That's it. I say, you never see me post. Go on my Facebook page. In the past 5 years, you might see me post 3 things. That's how often I go to Facebook.
That's right, JWC Tech. All right, let's say our good nights or goodbyes.
I'll start.
Go ahead.
Everybody, I hope you have a safe start and rest of your week. Hope you all have a great holiday. If I don't speak to you or see any of you until after the holiday, which I most likely will, thanks for supporting Theo. And as always, Theo, thanks for having me on the panel and panel members. It was great seeing y'all. And I wish you all a great holiday.
Hey, man, thanks for coming on. We had a good time. I hadn't been on one of Theo's streams in a while. I hope I can make some more. Theo's got some cool new content out. Go check out his he's got a steering condition on his own Ford, and he's talking about some ratchets that are dog shit made by Icon. which
Yeah.
100% back him up on. Great stream, guys. Take it easy. Good seeing everybody on the panel. Thanks, Theo, for having me. Yeah, Merry
Yes, sir.
Christmas. Happy New Year to everyone.
Yeah, Theo, appreciate the link. Appreciate you having me up. Good seeing you again this Sunday. David, good seeing you. Quick Wrench, Power Stroke Jude, man, always good seeing you, man. Always in a panel.
Appreciate it.
Let's see. Everybody in chat. Jay,
Oh, what a time to freeze, huh?
Yep, he's hanging up.
He said,
Farmer's Wife. It's in it. Everybody, y'all know the routine. It's good being north of the grass. Stay safe, be that way, stay safe. And as always, love, peace, and crackling grease. Catch y'all later. A Pluton.
All right, everybody. Thank you for coming out and hanging out with me tonight. I really appreciate it. Dave, Cajun, Jude, and hope everybody's going to have excuse me. Hope everybody had a good weekend. Hope everybody's going to have a good week. And we'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace out.